Action. Okay. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today. We're interviewing Connie. She's from the upper Midwest, and she is really an experienced Enagic distributor. And for those of you who don't know, Enagic is a company out of Tokyo, Japan, that has been in business for over 40 years. And essentially, they have cornered the market. People say that they're the Rolls-Royce. Their product is the Rolls-Royce when it comes to producing alkaline water machines. So without any further ado, Connie, welcome.
Hi. Thank you, Joseph.
And so we're basically just going to go through this as some of the more common questions that you're asked, what people ask you. So I guess the first thing would be and kind of make it in a sense that you're answering them in a way with some of the challenges as well that you've had to overcome, because I think a lot of the distributors will appreciate that. So basically, what are you selling?
Okay. I tell people I sell a compact medical device that makes 7 different waters. 3 of them are elevated pH. 1 is a clean water, has a beauty water setting, and then cleaning waters, which are very unique.
Cool. Awesome. And how long have you been doing this?
2 years and 4 months. I've been with the company. I went full-time with the company just over a year ago.
Excellent. Okay, great. And are you doing this, so if I was going to basically ask you if this was part-time, what is your full-time job? Or what was your full-time job when it was part-time, I guess is the question.
I worked full-time as a RN, and I still do some additional visits. I still keep my hands in nursing a little bit, but they're kind of random calls during the month that I do. But otherwise,
okay.
I'm doing it full-time.
Okay, cool. And what did you do before again?
I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I worked in surgery, and prior to that, worked in obstetrics. So I've been a nurse for quite a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how much did it cost you to get started?
When I got started, it cost me the price of the unit, which was $4,000. I got the SD501. And then basically after that, water jugs and
okay.
a lot of water jugs.
Right.
And that was my starting. And since then, my costs have actually grown from that. I got an office. I live out of my town, so for convenience, I've had an office, and so I have office expenses. And then kind of as I've grown, I've also accumulated other expenses other than the water. There were other incentives that I've done. I've probably gone overboard with helping people get connections. I put a lot of miles on my car. I travel a lot. I have a lot of outlying rural areas that I have been to. So, yeah, I have a lot of road time and just personal time putting in.
Sure. That's great. And then I guess the question that I am interested in, or folks might be interested in, is what do you make when you make a sale?
Well, I'm at 5A right now. I'm just a few points away from doing 6A. So those people who know the compensation know that it's an 8-point compensation. And the highest level that you personally get is 6A. So somebody above you, when you make a direct sale, is still getting 2 points. So on a 501, I'm making roughly over $1,400.
Okay. And kind of touching on a little bit on the prior question that you had mentioned, your expenses, etc. How much would you say, and you could just round it off, are you spending on your business each month?
Oh, that kind of varies. I'd probably say sometimes $600 to $700. I don't know what I've done. Like some of the mileage has been really high, and so I've done a lot of gas mileage and supplies and such.
Right. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about getting your sales. Like, how do you make sales, or how do you get customers? I guess. How do you get your leads?
There have been family and friends and people that I've met, and some referrals. I've probably done it the wrong way. Out of most of my 100 sales, I have done 70% probably, and I've spent a lot of time with some other distributors that first maybe one came on board and then, was really pretty gung-ho and then dropped off. And it's been really hard for me, I think, to find business builders. Now in the group, I've got a couple people who are starting to head in that direction and are really looking at the water and the income and working with me. But otherwise, yeah, I've done a lot of events. I've spent a lot of money doing events and doing, demos, and yeah,
Sure.
It's been a lot of work. I worked harder than I should have.
Right. And that's a good point. And I want to sort of touch on, so are you making enough, would you say, to cover your expenses?
Last month I didn't. Last month was tough.
Wow.
Before Christmas, I had one sale and then I had a return.
Wow.
Yeah, that one pretty much bit. And there were a lot of them that I have a lot that said after the first of the year, and I know those are solid sales that are coming up, but yeah, that one hurt. I mean, I've had as much as 8 sales in a month. I think this month I'm projecting more than 10, between my downline and what I'm doing as well. But,
And so let's say, are you happy with the money that you're making now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, obviously this last month was hard, and that unpredictability of that. And I think the other thing is, I've put a lot of research. I have a lot of information and stuff, but taking it into, and you know what, hauling water around takes a lot of time out of my day. Meeting people, going out and spending time, it feels like I'm spinning my wheels and, kind of, searching around for sales. It's
Right.
getting, yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. And it's nice to let us know that we all, as entrepreneurs, we all have pain. We all go through pain. We sort of have these little roller coaster periods. However, something that is fascinating that I think a lot strive for in starting these types of home-based business and having the entrepreneur mindset is how we can create residual income. So let me ask you, what are you doing that creates residual income?
Well, what I'm trying to work for is advancement in the company. To be able to do that. Outside of that, I don't have it. I don't, there's been other companies I've been involved with that have, make me lose my focus more and are not really in alignment with what I'm doing with Enagic.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have nothing that's really pairing with that. And I think there is a paradigm as well that says, if you do Enagic, you just do Enagic. And
Right.
so, it becomes really limited. And I think, the thinking and the training coming on board was share water and it's easy, and it's not. And, now it's time for a shift for me, though.
So that would be a question that I would ask someone in your position. Let's say, why aren't you building a network marketing business too? Or is that something that you're considering?
Would I consider? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there are certain products, there are certain things that can go totally in alignment with Enagic, whether it's a nutrition product, whether it's a, motivational product, whether it's something to help distributors, whether it's something for me to be in a leadership role, to be able to have trained somebody, because, that's probably been the biggest issue was, no training and really no guidance through this. It's all kind of live and learn.
Right. So if you had a recommendation or suggestion to give to other Enagic distributors out there, what, and we're going to wrap now too, so just kind of maybe 1 or 2 points that you could leave them with.
Wow. I think if you can find a program or find some leadership, entrepreneurial guidance, I've tried other businesses for many years. This has got so much potential in the income, but something that can align with a leadership role, something that can help you to learn really how to run a business, how to attract rather than chase down, because that's I know that can be done. I know that people have just shown up for me, and I know that's possible. And I know over the years I've talked way too much, and trying to scale that back because I become so excited. But also, I don't want to be desperate. I want people to know that and not only just end customer users like I've gotten. I want business builders to be able to build the depth and the width that I need to reach residual income with Enagic, but very open to another program that could supplement and align with and add to what I'm already doing.
Awesome.
I've really not been doing it. I've been doing it harder, not smarter, and now it's my turn to turn that around.
Right. Great points for us to definitely implement. Well, Connie, thank you. I know you're very busy, and I just appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And for those of you listening in, if you want to get in touch with Connie, this video is going to have a link at the bottom, so you can actually reach out if you want to connect either with Connie or myself as well, and find out more about what Connie was referring to when she was talking about sort of the more personal development skills that she is wanting to learn as well, and to learn how to accumulate residual income. So, hey, thank you so much, and that's a great way to start off this 2018 year. Thank you so much, Connie.
Thank you.